Hello, what is hip hop happening, people, and welcome to the YouTube series. My name is Noah, and this is going to be episode number 1 of the Seoul Steppin series, the series documenting my road from the UK to Asia for my competitive season next year. So yeah, for those who don't know me, my name is Noah. I'm a 22-year-old online coach and natural bodybuilder, or natural men's physique athlete. Bodybuilders in fucking big air quote marks. But we are going to be documenting this whole series with both vlog type videos where I just set the tripod up and spout pish. Do not expect much when it's these kind of videos and I'm just talking to the camera. I'm filming and I can literally see the shiny tung 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 Sahur playing cards in my phone case. So that is going to be the standard of these type of videos when I'm talking to the camera. But there will be videos that are a bit more professional, filmed with a videographer, and we're going to go into some of those videos and what we have planned for this year going ahead. So this video is going to be an introduction based off of the season that we've just had from an aspect of a coach and as a client and competitive athlete next year, which is going to be very, very exciting. So myself, this has been my first season as a competitive coach, taking athletes to the stage across the biggest natural shows in the UK this year, walking away with first places, second places, third places, and top 5 in British finals as well, both one of them being untested and one of them being tested. So some very good results, to be honest with you. I'm very, very happy with how the first season has went. We have a few boys loaded up for 2026 alongside myself, both competing in the UK and in Asia. So my first ever international client competing across Asia with some pretty big goals for this season in men's physique as well. But in terms of myself, I have competed once before. I competed in the UK DFBA Northern back in 2022. I know I'm showing my age now. I was in teen bodybuilding and I came 5th place. Less said about that show the better. I had only really been training seriously for about 9 months by that point, 10 months. And I had just gone through a breakup and I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw myself to the helms of a bodybuilding prep and really just push myself and see how far I can get with this. We lost about 45 pounds in 16 weeks and brought a physique that I was quite happy with at the time. But looking back, no muscle, absolutely no muscle. And obviously we've been in push-up phases since then. There's been lots of traveling. I have since found a real love for travel, Japan mainly. You'll probably notice by the Japanese subtitles along the bottom of the screen somewhere. I have lived in Japan multiple times since that season now, having apartments in Tokyo, northeast Tokyo. So one of those was in Ayase and one of those was in Hanamachi. So I've stayed in 2 different locations around about northeast Tokyo. And I'll be wrapping up my season next year, moving back to Japan. So I'm in the process of getting my student visa because I'm going to go back to school. Can't believe it. But I will be going back to school to study more Japanese language. Everything I know now is self-taught. I've coached boys in Japan speaking Japanese, foreign feedback, everything in Japanese. So I am comprehensive. Or is that the right word? Fuck, I can barely speak English, but I can speak Japanese to a decent degree. But I want to go and study a little bit further, so that is why we're going back. And I miss Japan. I was meant to be going this year, but I thought, you know what, I want to be here for my clients, especially as it being my first season as a coach. I wanted to be able to help them as much as possible. Where again, for myself, I wanted to show that I could be there for them. And it's been done. So we're going to be heading back as of next year. Now, everyone who is watching this, please get your fingers crossed because visas can be hard to get. So we're going to be documenting the visa journey as well. So I'll give you a minute. Thank you. So yeah, we've already failed on one of the visas as of literally last week. So that was a bit gut wrenching. So again, fingers crossed for getting the student visa. We can pray. But for myself, like I mentioned, we have got some shows lined up for next year, starting off in the UK, then heading over to South Korea in Seoul, and then coming down to Korea. Coming down to Japan. Fuck me. It has been, again, this is filmed about 3 times, and I've lost all the footage every single time. So I'm stumbling over my words at this point. I'm a bit over it. But again, I wanted to set up the YouTube and be able to get some content out there for you guys to know what to expect. So yeah, the season is going to be around about 6 months, 7 months. I'm trying to be really careful with how I say those two numbers, not too close together. But about 7 months is going to be the duration of the prep, with the back end of the season being a little bit heavy in terms of shows spread across September, October. But wrapping up the season in October, as that was when term will start for my language school in Tokyo. But we are going to be documenting everything, videographers at shows, and it'll be good. It'll be really good. I think I will just say what my ambitions are for this year, because I don't think it's worthwhile just sitting bottling it. If I'm going to put some content out there and film the whole process, I may as well talk about what I want. I want to win a show. I've not really tried to hide it too much, but again, I don't want to come across as arrogant. I could leave next year with absolutely no silverware, for all I know, but I want to be competitive within the junior bodybuilding scene or the men's physique scene in the UK, and be able to go to shows and hold up to people. I want to win a show. And I think I would be stupid if I didn't go into a competitive season thinking I want to win a show. This is my ambition. This is something that I really do care about, and through coaching people and learning about how much it is pushing me myself and seeing how much work goes into it, I know what my potential is, and I want to do well in this. Having played sports growing up, I've always been competitive, and I've really found that competitive streak to me coming back in the lead up to this season. And again, I could walk away with no gold medals. And again, I could not place first. I could come second in a few shows, third. I could get not even top 3 in some shows, because I know there's some freaks out there next year. Like next year, the lineup is very good. I know many athletes are going to be doing it, and it'll be great to be lining up with them. I don't want to look out of place. I want to be competitive in this scene. And again, having been someone who's not been too interested in men's physique previously, but very thankfully, I find myself in really good circles with people like Cam, Kez, Shay, Ryan, Connor, men's physique athletes I really look up towards, both junior, pros, naturals, non-naturals. There's many different people that I massively look up towards as inspirations for this division, and it's made me really appreciate men's physique as a whole, and it gets me really excited for what's to come next year. So the plan is to compete across multiple different federations. We have some we have a natural 2 bros show, because I need to do that to be able to compete in the show that I would like to in Japan. We have PCA in the UK. We have, what else we have? UK DFBA in the UK. We have PCA in Korea, which is hopefully the Super Series, but the show list hasn't been announced yet. And then we have a natural regional FWJ, which is going to be the same as natural 2 bros in the UK. Again, I'm only competing in the 2 bro show in the UK, so I'm allowed to compete internationally in 2 bro shows. And again, in Japan, it's not called 2 bros, it's FWJ. But again, it is going to be an NPC or an IFBB show. Again, I'm not going to sit and try and fucking go for a pro card. This is me just wanting to compete in juniors and line up and have the experience of competing in Japan. I'm very blessed with the community that I've been able to build in Japan, from posting Japanese content, being a part of Sam Get It Right's school channel, and being able to post content over there in Japanese and in English, and being able to help people, hopefully. I've been able to make lots of friends over in Japan, and again, from my previous days in Japan, I've coached Japanese people, and it is a true honour to be able to compete over there as well. So wrapping up the season in a place that does feel like home for me, and somewhere that I do see as being home for myself in the future, is a really exciting prospect going forward, and I want to take everyone with me. This is going to be a big year for myself in terms of competing. Obviously, the last time was 2022. This next time will be 2026, so 4 years later, and I want to do myself proud. I've always been quite negative speaking about myself. If you're close to me, if you've seen my stories and everything like that, I do talk down about myself quite a bit, because again, I for the longest time didn't really think I had a whole lot of room to grow in this sport, and I didn't know if it was particularly for me in terms of competing. I think coaching is a massive passion of my own, but I didn't know if competing was always going to be something for me, and I know it is. I now know it is. And again, how far my abilities will take me in this sport is something that we will find out, but it will not be down to a lack of trying. It will be purely out of my control how far I can go, because I will do everything in my power to do and achieve as much as I can. And that's been pretty blunt, to be honest with you. I don't really speak about, again, my ambitions that much, but I want to convey that this is something that I truly love and I want to be good at. So we'll see what happens next year. But ambitions have been set, shows have been preliminarily set. We are going to have a touch up, me and Finn Kelly, my coach. Been working with him for 4.5 years now, and working as co-coach for the last 3 years. So gonna have a contact and a call with him. He's traveling at the moment, fucking Skyver. He's too busy seeing that dog in India, just chilling on the beach. But we are gonna have a call at some point when he gets back from traveling, and really settle down on what shows we want to do, how we're gonna map out the season. I've already got a pretty rough idea, but again, finalising some little bits, make sure we can get the visa all sorted for Japan and staying over there, and it'll be go time. But I'm going to wrap it up there, because again, I don't know how much more people really want to fucking hear from me tonight. But a big thank you to everyone who has watched. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share on Instagram, and again, get the word out. Seoul Steppin is here, and it's here to stay. We're going to have videos that are going to be filmed just chill like this, some educational ones, some just showing you full days of eating. I don't have an Osmo, I've not got that much money, I'm saving, I'm skint as well, but I'm saving. But we have got lots of content coming, and some pretty exciting stuff. The biggest thing for me is the career show. We're going to be flying out a videographer for that show. I say we, I'm going to be flying out a videographer for that show, and wanting to make a movie, like an actual documentary, high quality video movie style for YouTube, and that is my aspiration for that show. I really want to get as much content from that as possible, so hopefully you guys are buckled up and you can watch for that. But please do share on social media and help get this series out there, so I know I can make some more. And if you think it's shite, you think my accent's awful and I'm an ugly bastard, don't compete, then thank you, but at least repost it and then you can say all that stuff. But until then, I'm going to leave it there, because again, this has been a long time talking, but it's probably going to be quite a short video. But big thank you to everyone once again, and I look forward to speaking to everyone in episode number 2 of Seoul Steppin. So, catch you after. Bye bye.